Hi friends, welcome to Srisai IT Hub. In this video of Core Java Programming, we are going to discuss the following topic: for loop in Java program. So we'll understand how to work with for loop, what is the syntax for loop, and we'll do a small program on for loop. Now coming to the for loop, it is a looping control structure. So what do you mean by looping control structure? Okay, it means it executes a block of code zero or more times based on a condition. So based on a condition, it will execute a block of code zero or more times. Right. So example for loop structure goes like this: loop with condition. Okay, and then you will have a body or a block of code. So it will execute the body or block of code zero or more times based on a condition. But here it is one of the efficient looping control structure. So why it is efficient looping control structure? Okay, so it is efficient looping control structure when compared to, so compared to while loop or do while loop. Why it is efficient control structure? Let us try to understand. Okay, so let us take the syntax. Okay, so it is efficient looping control structure. Why? Reason: here initialization, condition checking, increment increment or decrement. Okay, so initialization, condition checking or decrement are given in same line. They are given in same line. That is what is the syntax of our efficient looping structure, which is for loop. So the syntax goes like this. Okay, so the syntax is: for, we have to do initialization of variable here only, initialization of loop variable. Next, semicolon, here only we have to do condition checking. If it is true, then we have to execute the body. So if the condition is true, then execute the body of the loop or block of code, and then automatically it will go to the increment or decrement of loop variable. So loop variable, initialization, condition checking and increment decrement are given in a same line using semicolon. That's why it is one of the efficient looping control structure when compared to while loop or do while loop. So initialization. So initialization is step 1. Next, condition checking is step 2. Okay, so condition checking is step 2. So if it is true, then body is executed, which is step 3, and then finally we'll get increment or decrement 4. So increment or decrement is done in the last. It is not done immediately after condition checking. Okay, so here step 1. So step 1 means initialization, it is done only once. Only once. For the first time. For first time. Next. Steps 2, 3, and then 4 are executed repeatedly. Okay, are executed repeatedly or continuously for true case and comes out of loop. Comes out of loop when step 2. Okay, step 2 condition checking fails is false. Okay, so first initialization is done of the loop variable. Next condition checking is done with the loop variable, and then body is executed. After that automatically it goes to increment or decrement of the loop variable, and then again it will do 2, 3, 4. So this is done continuously till condition checking becomes false. If it is false, it will come out of the loop. Right, so let us try to demonstrate this with a small program. So we'll take the program as something like for loop example1 dot java. So program to demonstrate for loop. Right, so here also we are going to use for keyword. Okay, so for keyword is used here for loop. So let us take a new page. First write the comments. Class for loop example 1. Right, so program execution starts with public static void main string of args. Right, so let us go to for loop example 1. Do save this in our working directory, the program. So for loop example 1 dot java. Right, so we'll take a loop variable here, something like int I. Next I'll take int num. Num is equals to 5. So I want to print multiplication table for 5 using for loop. Okay, so it means 5 multiplication table. Okay, so let us start with the loop. So here we'll say system dot out dot println. We'll write here multiplication table. Right, so we'll print it for 20 times. So start the loop for I. I is equals to 1. Okay, I less than or equals to 20. I want to print 5 multiplication table 20 times. 5 20s are 100. Start with 1. 5 ones are 5. Semicolon, say I plus plus. Increment the multiplier by 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, so on till 18, 19, 20. 20 times. Next, in the body, I'll say system dot out dot println. Okay, so here we'll do some string concatenation. It goes like this. So first we'll print num. So what is num? 5 plus string concatenation into. So 5 into plus I. I value is 1. So 5 into 1 string concatenation equals to, okay, plus 5. You should get 5. So how to get the 5? Num into I. Okay, so let us give some spaces here. Before into, before equals to symbol. So it is something like this: 5 into 1 equals to 5 into 1, 5. Next, second step, I plus plus 2. 5 into 2 equals to 5 into 2, 10. Like that. 5 into 3, 15. So on. 5 into 20, 100. We'll get the multiplication table. And when I becomes 21, 21 less than or equals to 20, false. After that, it will come here out of the loop and print end of for loop. Right. So let us try to compile and run this program. Right. So go to your working directory in the command prompt, Java C, for loop example. Okay, for loop example1 dot java. Compile it and run it. So we got the multiplication table for 5. So 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 fives are 25, 5 tens are 50, 5 twenties are 100. Okay, right. So here we can accept this num value. We have taken that as a static value. We can give that as dynamic value using dynamic input with scanner class object. So how to do that? Let us see that. So let us take num. Okay, or this is something like num multiplication table. Right. So we'll create an object of scanner class. Scanner sc is equals to new scanner. We'll pass the parameter to the constructor as system.in. Means accept the input from keyboard using scanner class object and its method. So num is scanner class object dot next int. It will accept one integer from keyboard and store that in num. And that num is used in the for loop. 5 table, 10 table, 100 table dynamically. Now since we are using the scanner class, import java.util.scanner. Okay, because scanner class is available in util package. Right, so simply save this, come to the command prompt, right, recompile and run. Now it will ask, okay, it's asking for input. Okay, we'll say Control C, and then here we'll put one message here, system.out.println which multiplication table. Okay, so I'm asking which multiplication table. Right, so it will take the input for which multiplication table. Right, so recompile and run. So which multiplication table? Let us say 6 table. You will get 6 table. Re-execute it. Which multiplication table? 8. We'll get the 8 multiplication table 20 times. Let us say 50 multiplication table. Let us say something like 256 multiplication table. So this is how we are supposed to use for loop, where initialization, condition checking and increment decrement is done in the same place in one single line, and that is the reason why it is one of the efficient or flexible looping control structure when compared to while loop or do while loop. So that is what is all about for loop control structure in Java program. Thank you for watching this video. Do like and share this video, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel Sri Sai IT Hub. Have a nice day.